Hello everyone, it's Jordan here. Now today I want to show off a game called Nuclear Blaze. Why? Well, because it's really good. And also Red Out Games paid me money to show it off to you. That might have helped a little bit. But you guys know me, I only accept this stuff for things that are actually good. And Nuclear Blaze is good and I want to talk about it. As my favorite cat would say, so what is it? Well, my friend, this is an action platformer where you play as a fireman fighting fires. That is not a new concept. There's, a couple of pretty cool retro titles that have been there before, but I'm pretty sure this is the best one ever. Why? Because it's not just fighting fires and trying to save people, there's also a story and a mystery behind it. But, I'm getting ahead of myself here. Without much explanation, you are dropped out of a chopper into a burning inferno with colleagues around, but you quickly find yourself alone in an abandoned facility that's all suspicious. It's also very much on fire. You delve deeper and deeper to uncover the mystery and hopefully rescue some kitties at the same time. This is a fairly short game, only a couple of hours, but it is packed with fun action. It's a linear game. As you get further into the facility, for the most part, the task is to completely wipe out the fire within each area before moving on to the next one. It's simple, but effectively done. You'll quickly acquire different firefighting moves. Aside from the standard squirt, you'll learn how to fire upwards, because this dude didn't know how to do that at the start. That must have been a great revelation to him. You mean I can point it upwards? Maybe it's his first day on the job. That's usually when an apocalyptic event happens in a game. He can also protect himself by ducking and squirting water like a shield all over himself. This is useful for when you bust down a door and there's a backdraft, which is a real thing, and you'll need to do this fairly often, since you generally only need one singe and you're down. Yes, one testicle hair gets burnt and you are a goner. But it is very generous with regeneration, so you don't need to worry too much. And even if it's too difficult for you, the game offers plenty of modifiers in the options to make your life easier. It is very accessible. Not that I found it difficult to begin with, and I'm rubbish at games. Now each area will have you going through small corridors or larger rooms where there are switches around that will help you turn sprinklers on to help combat the fire and stop it reigniting and spreading even more. You have to be quick. What I like about this is that it's a mix of being a relaxing game, but also having mild peril in it. You can sit back and mostly enjoy it, but you can't rest entirely on your laurels. There's a good balance here. The puzzles presented are quite fun as well. They're logical, but you don't feel like you're just going through the motions. The main hurdle is making sure you have enough water to get you to the next refill area. You can't be trigger happy with it, and almost every drop counts. That's because it runs out quickly, but there's also plenty of water stations too, to magnetically refill your water. Just don't think about it too much. Gameplay before realism. I mean, realistically speaking, you can't stand there for 10 minutes like a jackass waiting to top yourselves up while the kitties are burning in the background. Don't worry, the kittens can't burn. They're in secret areas, which I always enjoyed the challenge of finding. And all in all, the gameplay is really great. Literally, the only fault is that it's a bit short. It could have been twice as long, since I was really, really into it. But I suppose, as they say, it's better to be left wanting more. Unless you're currently going through a food crisis. And eggs are stupidly expensive. Especially when you pretty much live off chicken eggs. Your body's pretty much 30% egg. Especially the yellow parts. Anyways, topical tangents aside, back to the game. I'd like to play more of this because it looks good, it sounds good, and plays really nicely. I mean, just look at the visuals. The file looks so awesome. But not to worry about the 2-hour campaign. Once you've finished the main mode, you can unlock Hold My Beer mode, which my main criticism of is that they could have played on that phrase a bit better. What's wrong with Hold My Hose mode? Hold My Squirt mode? Come on, think about it. The potential is there. Anyways, this is sort of a rearranged mode. This includes more secret areas and more danger. It's well worth a playthrough, although I will say I wish it was just a bit more different, because playing it straight after playing through the normal mode felt a bit too similar. I mean, it is nice and all that, and it is worth playing, but I would definitely have a breather with another game first before starting this mode. You'll probably enjoy it a lot more, as it will make it fresher. One attraction to this game is the kid mode. Apparently the developer's kid really likes firefighters and wanted to be one. And so the developer created a mode that they could enjoy even with their lack of gaming skills. That is such a good parent. I mean, my daughter told me she wants to be a Crobat from Pokemon. I don't know how the hell I'm going to please her. Some parents have it easier than others. Anyways, I may be mentally a 4-year-old, but you wouldn't believe me when I tell you my opinion on kids mode, so it's time to wheel in the expert, the 4-year-old herself. She's completed Pokemon, she's completed Kirby. How will she get on with Nuclear Blaze? Now, I should say that she has been feeling a little bit under the weather the past week. She's got a really bad cough and a bad cold, and I want to be like a good dad to her. So I told her, man up, we've got products to sell. And thanks to the kid mode, she could really enjoy it. She's not much into firefighters. She prefers penguins with hammers. But I'm pretty sure she'll already be changing her life goals and signing up with the local fire department as soon as she turns 16. I'll leave it up to her to tell you what she thinks. All of them. Did you like the game? What did you have to do? Do what with the cat?
Helps the cat.
Ah. In kids mode, jumping is automatic, you can't get hurt, you can't die, you have unlimited water, and you just go and collect the cats that are in unique levels. It's very short, maybe like 15 minutes, although not gonna lie, neither Erin nor myself could find the final cat on the final level. Don't know what that says about me, but she did really enjoy it. All in all, I'm really impressed. I thoroughly enjoyed this, and I think you will too. On the Switch, it's going to be available for $15 on the eShop in the US, £13.50 in the UK, available April 28th. Alongside the Switch, it will also be available digitally on the PS4 and Xbox. But there's also a physical edition that's going to be available in both Europe and North America for Switch and PS4. This will be available June 30th, so you'll have to wait just a little bit longer. If you want to purchase it physically, check the links below. You can grab the European version from redartgames.com, and you can get 10% off if you click our link and use the code SWatch10. Nice! There's also pre-order bonus stuff as well, so you still have time to get that pre-order thing in. And if you're in North America, Video Games Plus have got you covered with the pre-order bonuses over there. Go check them out, and you can also support us at the same time in that way too. Thank you. Now, technically, this game is working very well on the Switch, as you might expect, but you can never be too sure. It runs perfectly, and I didn't bump into any glitches or crashes. It's a well put together build. And overall, it's a great game that I'm really happy I had the chance to play. There's always something fascinating about putting normal but dangerous jobs into video game form. And as far as firefighting goes, this is really good. If you're looking for a good action game that you can finish in an evening, with room to go back in the future for you and a child, if you find one on the street, then look no further than Nuclear Blaze. Once again, thanks to Red Art Games for sponsoring this video. Go check out everything with the links in the description. Whether you want to buy physically or digitally, we have got you covered. If you enjoy this, check out some of our other content, including other stuff to do with Red Art Games, like their amazing Soft Star, it's a great shmup, and the fiendish Heidelberg. Both good games. I'll see you over there. Take care.